The moment Lakshmi leaves a king's palace in silence, you realize prosperity is not money, it is behavior. Ayodhya is shining. Courtyards swept clean, lamps burning, granaries full. The people speak of their king with comfort. And inside the palace, King Dasharatha lives surrounded by abundance that feels permanent. But here's the setup no one tells you. Lakshmi does not stay where there is only gold. She stays where there is gratitude. One evening, a small insult happens, so small that most people would miss it. A wandering sage arrives at the palace gates, dust on his feet, hunger in his eyes, a bowl in his hand. He asks for food, not as a beggar, but as a test of the house's humility. The servants hesitate. The ministers whisper. "So many rituals today," they say. "So many guests. Why now?" Dasharatha hears of it. He is tired. He is a king. He has given before. And that's the trap. The ego that says, "I have already been generous, so today I'm allowed to be careless." He orders the sage to be sent away with minimal attention. The sage leaves without a scene. But here's where it gets impossible. That night, the palace feels thinner. Not poorer yet, just strange. The lamps flicker. The sweets feel tasteless. The laughter in the hall lands flat, like it cannot find a place to sit. Because Lakshmi has heard the insult. What happened next, no one expected. Prosperity begins to pack its bags without making noise. In the days that follow, small misfortunes start stacking like dry twigs. A horse falls ill. A merchant shipment is delayed. A council decision goes wrong by a hair. Nothing dramatic enough to blame on fate, just enough to make everyone anxious. Dasharatha becomes restless. He increases taxes a little, thinking it will stabilize things. The people feel the pinch. The palace tries to compensate by displaying more grandeur, more feasts, more jewelry. And that is exactly when Lakshmi turns her face away. Because abundance that needs to be proven is already insecure. Now the twist arrives through someone least likely to lecture a king, Kausalya. She watches the palace turning sharp at the edges. She remembers the sage at the gate. She tells Dasharatha softly, "We did not lose coins first. We lost our manners." Dasharatha bristles, then pauses. A king is trained to conquer enemies, not to admit rudeness. But he is also a man who knows the weight of a small wrong. He goes himself to find the sage, not with an army, not with a golden carriage, but on foot, with dust on his own feet. He searches through the outskirts where holy men rest. When he finds the sage, Dasharatha does not argue. He does not justify. He bows. And in that bow, something breaks open. He offers food with his own hands. He listens. He asks forgiveness. Not as a political act, but as a human one. The sage looks at him for a long time, and then says the line that carries the whole episode. "A kingdom is not judged by its treasury. It is judged by how it treats what it cannot use." In that moment, the air shifts. It is subtle but real. The next day, the horse recovers. A delayed shipment arrives. The palace staff stops snapping at each other. The people feel, strangely, lighter. Lakshmi returns the way she left, quietly. The payoff is not that Dasharatha becomes perfect. It's that he learns the most fragile truth of prosperity. It sits on the edge of your daily choices. Because money can enter a house with one lucky turn, but Lakshmi stays only where respect is routine. So if you ever feel your life becoming cramped, relationships drying, peace thinning, sweetness fading, remember this Ayodhya episode. Sometimes Lakshmi didn't abandon you in one dramatic curse. Sometimes she simply walked out the door the day you stopped honoring what came to you empty-handed.